Hi everyone, this is Deborah. I'm doing a lot of series of videos this morning, different subjects. I don't like putting them all on one because I suffer from ADD and it just makes it worse. So I just try to cut up the videos. So today we're going to talk about one of my managers that I had. At Walgreens or Rite Aid. I don't know that, because Walgreens bought out a lot of Rite Aid stuff. Rite Aid stores like 1,200. Okay, but before I get into this manager, my mother was always very cautious about who was in our house. And because she had 3 daughters, right? I learned from a very young age, it doesn't matter if you're a relative or not, the females and the males in the house could be sexually, violated. So, because of the nature of the business I was in for 40 years, I sometimes had employees come and spend the night. I also had some relatives. And when you get that feeling that something is not right, you better go for it, right? You better go with those instincts. Because I got that feeling about a relative of ours, and I called his mom, and I said, come and get him. Come and get him. I found out 25, 30 years later that he had assaulted someone in my house. Like, molested. I don't even like talking about this, but so you got to be careful who you let in your house. I don't care, especially if you got a maid. I always had maids around my ex. I grew up with maids. My mother and father always had maids because they had a very successful business. But you got to be extra careful. What you do is you check on them at odd hours of the night. And you may be surprised, but I like I said, I found out like 25 years later that someone in my house had done something inappropriate with my daughter. This is what I'm trying to tell you, people. Now, my ex-manager, got married to a woman that had young adolescent daughters, right? Now, I kind of knew something was wrong with this manager because I had a stalker come in and I thought he would like stand up to him or tell him to get the hell out of the store. And my manager went and hid in the corner. That's when I realized something wasn't right, right? So now he got in trouble, and the sheriff's department, the jail that I worked at for 3 years, he was incarcerated. That he's got to pull a life sentence, right? Because it was like 3 daughters. I don't know the details. I just did verify it myself. By going on the jail's website, you can see, I think they have a list of who's incarcerated, right? Yeah, so I implore you, be careful who you let in your house.